This is going to be um, the multiverse of Izuku Midoriya. Now, get on with it. After All Might defeated All for One, you decide to have some rest, including the pro heroes, all the students, especially class 1A and 1B. When all of a sudden everybody was teleported in a theater. Yep, this is the description. The theater is mine. I mean me. I'm the god here. I've just teleported them. Yep. So, I guess we're gonna have some fun here. Teleporting fun, I guess. Wait a second. Yes. Mm, okay. After the big fight between All for One and All Might, all the staff of UA are now resting for 1 week, including the students of the class 1A and 1B. Everyone wake up now, preparing for breakfast, except for Izuku Midori, who is still sleeping. When all of a sudden a red fireball appeared in front of them and blinded them all. Everyone crashed into a room full of darkness and can't see anything. Who touched my ass? Who who is in my face? I cannot breathe. Oh. Then the light just died off. Every student of the class 1A together with the class 1B on the same room. They were noticed all the heroes of the UA, all the heroes of UA, and some pro heroes are with them. They noticed they are inside of a cinema. On the left side of the cinema, there were three doors. Three doors and two doors for the comfort room and one door for the playground room. As everyone has seen enough. Aizawa shouted, "Who the hell are you to send us here, and why are we here?" He shouted loud so that the one who transported them can hear them. Aizawa, I'm glad that you used that voice of yours to call me. Everyone was now on fighting until a tall man with grey hair and a spiky blonde hair with a monster type face shown up. You know who I'm talking about. This is Garo. Garo from One Punch Man. Yep, that's my parents. No, shit, bro. Hi there, everyone. I hope you won't get angry at my look. My name's Garo, by the way. Yep, Garo. Garo greeted everyone, and everyone on the stand calmed down. Hi there. Hati, I mean Garo. Why did you bring us here? Midnight asked playfully. Oh well, I'm here to show you the different kind of your friend who is not with us for today. As everyone notice who is not around. Orak asking where is Dick? Oh, he's gotta show the holographic image. Izuku still sleeping in his room. So he didn't notice that we're all awake, huh? Sato said. Yep, and I have stopped the time in your world so the crime will not increase or not decrease in a short time. A god. Everyone gasped, hearing that they were in front of a powerful entity. How dare you say yourself a god, huh? Bakugo ran through him, but he was pinned down by Garo easily. Well, first of all, I took your cook. Second, I'm a martial artist. So, don't you dare pick a fight with me. Do you understand, huh, bastard? Garo scowled at Bakugo, who was in his mouth on the floor. Nah, yeah. Well, anyway, everyone take a seat and let's start. The first multiverse of Izuku Midori. After saying that there is a green shows the title of the multiverse, the Lord of the Sun. If you know what I'm talking about, you can guess what I mean by Lord of the Sun. The Lord of the Sun, what does that mean? Kirishima asked. Well, in this universe, Izuku is a member of a legendary group called the Seven Deadly Sins. He is also the and he also is the strongest of the seven, and he possesses the power of the sun. So that's why the title was named the Lord of the Sun. Gara explained. Everyone guessed that Izuku will possess a new kind of power, but in the other multiverse rather. Well, I can Wait, let's see what Deku is capable of, Uraka exclaimed, as she wanted to see what other kind of Izuku in the multiverse. Deku is the strongest of the seven dead seven. Damn it, how could this happen, Bakugo growled. Well, it's not my fault why in this multiverse Izuku is the strongest. Don't worry, kid, you will have your time to shine later, Gaara said. Make sure of this, Bakugo said, with everyone saved out of him the way he acted like an idiot. Anyway, now let's just get your faces on the screen. As we can see, three people hiding inside the storage room. In their faces, they were hiding from the threat outside. Whoa, whoa! Is that Bakugo? Whoa, why is Uraraka small? And Kaminari asked, and why Jiro has long hair and a sword on her side? Mom also asked. Well, this scene you see Bakugo who carries the smaller. Uraraka is the fox scene of greed. Sorry. Again, sorry, I just messed up here. Well, in the scene, you Bakugo who carry the smaller Uraraka is the fox scene of greed, one of the legendary deadly sins. But you are not as strong as Midoriya, but you are an immortal. Garo told Bakugo. Yeah, I'm an immortal, you losers, he shouted. And also, Uraraka here is a fairy and a sister of Minata, aka King, or the grizzly sin of sloth. And Uraraka is in love relationship with Heirin Bakugo. As Uraraka heard this, she blushed madly, but deep inside she wanted to fall in love involved with Izuku. Minata was happy that he is also one of the legendary group of seven. Yeah, lastly, Jiro here is a holy knight who fell in love with Bakugo, but sadly Uraraka and Bakugo already reunited, and you have no choice but to support their loving candles. Jiro blushed a little as Momo chuckled. And sneaked her, gave her an eyebrow on the side, while Bakugo blushed as also he was in love with Uraraka in this multiverse. Yes, he is loving Uraraka in this multiverse also. Gladly, the tooth was still drunk. He found a golden axe placed atop of the cabinet. He took it. Well, what do we have there? A battle axe. As he tried to lift the axe, he cannot lift you to the edge size. Whoa. Why can he bring that thing up? Who is he, Minas? Garo who was sleeping. He is Gallant. The Commandment of Truth, one of the elite guard of the demon clan, called the Ten Commandments. With him, and Malaska, aka Toga, is the commandment of faith, and also she is drunk. Everyone gasped as they heard the two demons, and they can be powerful than them. What how is this axe so heavy? And it's also badly designed, and its grip is too short for a two-handed axe. Gandalf cried. Gandalf cried. Well, it seems like a demon like you don't deserve to carry it because you're so weak. Ha ha! Monoa laughed as he slapped by Kendo. If this thing exists in our world, you will be the first one that I will offer to the monster. And with that, everyone laughed at Monoma, who was just scared. What will the demon do to him if it really exists? When suddenly someone took away from the action Gallant. What the hell? Who took it from him? Said to ask. This is the divine Exita, named after the maiden loved by the sun. It's not something to be touched by some lowly demons who skill in darkness. Everyone noticed the owner owned that voice, the man who wields the axe. Hey, it's Izuni, both Eri and Kota said in unison. And also he did get buff? How did he get that buff? Shoji exclaimed as the girls in our room started to blush at Izuku's physical body. As Izuku shut on slowly, you just came here and obscured the bar just to die. How unlucky of you two. Everyone was shocked that Izuku, who half-face shown that he is mustache. Oh, so manly. Kirishima Kaido just disagreed. The two demons, the two demons of the compartment now are the shocked. What did Izuku did that the main response? Ha ha ha. Who the hell is this guy playing all high, Toga asked. So you are a barkeep, huh? You are very different from before, Garan said. Indeed, however, I am the one who stands atop of the pinnacle of all clans, Izuku stated. Everyone gasped as the way he talked, still tearing his shirt. I am the Lion Sin of Pride, Lord Izuku of the Seven Deadly Sins. Everyone now at the camera then now realized, cinema now realized he is the Sin of Pride because the way he talks show how much pride itself. Well, if this meteor exists on, I think all of us would be roasted by the way he talks. Community said as everyone sneaked at what he said. Playing high and mighty has come back. Endeavor growled. So this guy is the one of the seven deadly sins, Joker said. The one who stand off top of the all clans, huh? Big word. The human seems to be made of heroes. Ha ha ha. Ezekiel laughed as with a garner, but suddenly he swung garner into two. That's the sin of pride, Ezekiel simply said as Toga's face went from drunk to fear, scared what she saw, especially the people in cinema who were shocked by his power. That axe seems to be sharp, our Lotta cried. Midoriya is really overpowered, does he? Todoroki yelled as his emotion shocking to see Izuku killing the demon without breaking sweat. On the side, Baku growled like a dog and clenches his fist after that saw. That bastard I want to fight him, Bakugo thought. On a good side, Eri and Kota looked away at the power of Izuku has shown to them. I hope I have this kind of assistance soon. I got my quirk back. You cut Gland into two? Such human does not exist in 3,000 years ago. Well, the game is still not over yet. Toga hummed as Galand was back in shape after slashed by two by Izuku. We are the pinnacle of pinnacle of the demon clan, and fuck. Where'd that go? Yes, with the pinnacle of the demon clan. And don't you think that's enough to beat us? Galand exclaimed, as of course it is, otherwise the game would be not fun, Izuku said. Wow, he's really not scared of them, is he? Kirishima exclaimed, as seeing his bro not afraid by this demon. You are saying this as if you are intentionally holding back such an arrogant human. Who does know his place? Toga warned him. Everyone now at the ward were true. Even those words were true, that still is a mistake that you didn't finish Ganon the Great with your attack. Whoa, what's happening? Kamui asked. Well, since he made Galand mad, Galand is now going to power up, Nezu said as now he goes and sip his tea. When does if he end this kind of thing? When does he end this kind of thing? Everyone thought. Do you intend to use magic? Toga's curiosity. In curiosity. Toga stand back. Gan order. What is this bastard gonna do? Baku cried as everyone saw now his appearance. The silver hair of you look good to you, Bakugo, Minata hissed. Look, Ochaku, look pretty with the yellow hair, and Jiro look like a badass knight, Mama said, but both of girls blushed knowing that they fell in love with Bakugo. Critical overdrive. Galand roared as his body now puffed now than before. Even though that bastard can power up, Bakugo growled as everyone now scared of their friend because the demon that he was pissed by more buff than before. I was saying this with my next battle with Meliodas, but I cannot be satisfied until fuck shit word. Eliminated. Shit. What is the word fucking? Let's just say it is out of existence. Yep. Thunder exclaim as he is now going to huge huge swing. Deku Izuku Midoriya. Everyone cried Bakugo except Bakugo and Endeavor, who worried how strong that power can be. The monster damaged Izuku. Well, see see in a we see in a scene where where a giant pig with a hat walking away as the camera shifted to the scared treasure of Merl and Momo. Of course, he's Momo. Treasure Merl and who own came from it. Captain, I found him, she said. The camera shifted to a younger version of All Might who was cleaning the table. Are you sure? Are you sure that's him? Yes, his power level is now 50,050. No, 50,060. All Might vomited blood, seeing 50-year-old version of him being captain of the Seven Deadly Sins. I wonder how much power do I have, All Might asked. Well, your power level is 2,220 only. And Garos scoffed, making everyone shocked. Even though All Might is not at Izuku's level of terms comparing the power level. Kamiya and Minata have a perverted grin at Momo's who cleverage were exposed at the scene, but jacked and slapped by Tasui and Jiro. Thanks, girl. No matter then, it's Izuku. All Might exclaimed as Izuku still standing there, time as he is still buff up and some of the girls in the room drool at his body except for Eri and Archie. My, what a body, Midnight said while touching her legs. I wonder what can his body do to me in the bed, Momo said as she also blushed as shaking, seeing Izuku's muscular form. Some of the girls blushed madly, where the boys, even Prohiro, got jealous. Damn this kid, that arm scroll. Man, the body is really chunk as fuck, said to exclaim. Bakugo on the other side, clenching his fist as saw Deku overpowered like a boss. Is this the best you got? Izuku taunted as Galen's attack didn't affect Izuku's arm, just gave him a little wound. Whoa, that's arm harder than my core, Kirishima yelled. That's so manly just harmed. If this kid exists on all, my quirk will be useless. Aizawa scoffed after remembering the Nomu. Impossible, Gunner cried. Gunner, we should withdraw for a moment, Toga warned Gunner. No, I cannot go back to my own world. We are going to finish the game. Galen roared. Everyone noticed that Galen was surrounded then. So this is my turn then, after Izuku said as he raised how his weapon ready to slash. I mean, slash Grandak, slash him again, yep. But this time the power of the sun empowers the stance, and now see Izuku's about to slash Gallant again, but this time he looked like a giant and he was about to slash a croquette like cockroach like that. Even though the audience was scared at how scary Izuku will deliver a monster attack to his opponent like Gallant. I think I see my nightmare, Datum cried. Me too, Endeavor said, making anyone in the cinema surprised at what he said. I never know you can be coward, old man, Shoto whispered to himself. Before Izuku will slash Gallant, he already turned to stone because he tried to escape the attack even though and never come back. Everyone cheered and clapped for Izuku. Izuni is strong, Eri said as she flexed her cute biceps. But everyone was silent until they realized Toga's still alive. Oh shit, the bitch is still alive. Tokiyami said coldly. Tokiyami language, Ida shouted as he now doing a boy thing. How unfortunate. I was going to show you some of my stand, but he died, Izuku said as the gallant statue was walking now and appearing. Hell, he's really scary, man, Minata said. If some girls have that quirk like Gallant Minata, you already did. Hakakure hissed as every girl laughed at Minata. Now I will give you your chance while I'm still feminist. What do you choose to flee or die? Choose now while I'm still in the mood, Izuku ordered. Well, thank you for taking care of the old fart for me. As the result, I will kill you right now, Toga says. Toga smiled as she scratched like crazy. Everyone on they have shivered. Oh, Izuku, be careful of our magic Bakugo word. As Izuku warned Izuku, as Bakugo watches the sword, he stood up and shouted, I will die before saying his first name. Now I will not. But so all of a sudden, Garo attacked Bakugo with his technique, Fist of the Flowing Water, crushing rock. He just punching Bakugo rapidly. Let's just say that. If you know the attack, I mean. Baku was beaten so bad by Garo by the attack. Ojiro's eye went starred as he saw this kind of martial art technique. He ran to Garo and asked him, what is that technique and now how can I learn the technique? Ojiro asked as Aiza was interested in Garo's attack. Will it take you years to master the attack, but if you are a fast learner, you can easily learn this technique. But anyway, I'll give you a scroll of this technique so that you can master it on your own. Got it, Garo said as Aizawa bowed to him while Bakugo still unconscious on the ground. Cocoon of darkness, Toga activated a magic on Izuku. What the hell is that? Dark Shadow cried and went out of Tokiyami's body. I have given you a chance, but he was interrupted by Toga now, pushing his soul away by touching by him by his back. Deku, Midoriya, Izuku, everyone else seeing their friend being defeated. That bitch! Momo growled as everyone looked at her, seeing her curse for the first time, stealing the attention of everyone. What? I'm just curious and scared of his safety, Momo defended. As Toga now had got Izuku's soul as she ate and opened her big mouth. All Might vomited blood seeing this. Uraka fated also recovery girl. Seto and Minato just ran to the comfort room like what they saw. Thank you for the meal. Toga thanked the dead body of Izuku. When all of a sudden, ugh, what is this heat? Toga cries in pain. Oh shit. Hey guys, sorry. You see that? Well, that just fucking sneeze just make me full on irk. Now, what is this shit? Toga cried in pain as her stomach now seems slowly burned to death. Sorry. Everyone cheered for Izuku's soul for still fighting even without its body as Toga split the soul. It blasted a fire to the sky. Now Toga's sorry. Now Toga's body is now starting to burn. What is this power? It can be. How can you have such power? She cried the last time. For eating, for eating, not your property. Uraka exclaimed as the other girl agreed to her. Sunshine, my glorious magic ability. Izuku stated as Toga's body felt a nearby cliff as her body was demolished into after. Her body was destroyed. Just say that. So this is why Izuku is the strongest. Even you take away his soul, it will still burn like the sun, and it will burn every opponent to ashes. Nice job, kid. Aizawa complimented Izuku's power and determination. Katsuki, you and Katsuki, you I, Katsuki, you and I are going to have to talk, but since it's noon, let's talk only to the sun's. Don't get away or move for my inches away from here, and that's an order. Izuku commented Bakugo who got who not who Bakugo commented who Bakugo not to get away. Well, I'm so tired, so I'm going anywhere. Kaki smart cause Izuku just leaving, jumping so high. Wait, wait, Jiro said, but it was too late for her as the scene turned black. Everyone stood and cheered for Izuku's pride and determination to beat the two dangerous demons of the Ten Commandments by. But Bakugo was still angry knowing that he still not did anything but hide from those there damn demon like crybaby. Why didn't I get a chance to beat those demons, huh? Bakugo yelled, but before he said what he felt something manic demonic aura behind him. Yep, Gara. It's me, the god. You want to say something, kid? Garo scared the Bakugo and Bakugo lowered his head. I didn't talk to anyone. And everyone around the two of them just laughed at Bakugo did embarrassedly. No, it's going to be the splendid, I guess. Splendor and arrive. Everyone now in the room coming down from Garo scared to the shit out of Katsuki. Now everyone is ready to watch the next multiverse. So what is the next multiverse going to think? What is the next multiverse going to be? You think it has to be? Uraka exclaimed. Except to be happy one of the victory, victories of her crushes. Well, to me, I cannot wait to see the Garo to show us. Tasui said simply. Well, in this multiverse, this is creepy and scary, full of jump scares and sad to say, this version of your friend did not survive here in this multiverse, Garo said announcer. What? But why? Why would it happen to him? Minato cried as everyone in the room has already felt shiver at the title appear on the screen. Slender of the arrival. Something laughed at them. The slender term slender. For them, it's still slim, but also confused by the term arrival. Hey Garo, this one is scary. Can you give us a little introduction of this multiverse as I asked? How okie dokie. In this multiverse, the name of the Slender is name of a monstrous supernatural being taken away people who lurks around the forest alone. Well, not here. There is no quirk that everyone's survival instinct and quirk everyone's survival instinct will test alone. Alone. Well, here there are no quirks, and everyone survival instinct will be tested as they go on face to face with survival of a terror, and a slender man will bring them to him. Well, he is named Slenderman because just watch the multiverse already. Garo yelled. Well, let's get on with it. With everyone being in the cinema hall begin to keep silent since they will see their student going against the monster without their precious quirk. Well, let's start. We'll start it already, Garo said. We'll start it already, Garo. All Might commented. Roger that. As the scene changes to the road where a car being showed with a rainy and dark background in the mountain. Well, I think he is right. This is going to be dark, Tokyo whispered. So often are we guided by our our determination, our love, our affection. What does it mean? Pointed. Young Mina, let the screen explain. All Might Anna said in annoyed. Sorry, he is annoyed. That's why. As the image of the side of the car being shown, but the light of it flickers really bad. Everyone was also terrified by the background noises. It does. While the light of the car flickered, a blonde A bond, sorry, a bond that pull us down to the path not bargained. As the skin shows now the haunted views of the mountain that is being slowly covered with tendrils or roots of something. And when you find yourself alone, he casts out being blending guilt. How how long it will carry you. And the skin turned black. Everyone now being breathing heavily after seeing the introduction so scary. It seems that everyone are scared already. Hehehe. Well, I should have leave you here for now. Don't leave us, Garo. We can find the answer for our question of what is going to happen next. Student of you see, they just said, "Don't leave us, don't leave us here, Garo. We cannot find the answer of our question. What's gonna happen appear next?" To the student of the class 1A and B. We except for Shoten Bakugo yell. Ha ha ha. I'm just kidding. Now let's just continue, shall we? Garo jokingly said, making jokingly said as everyone looking at him mad. The scene changes now. As one of the young men found sleeping on the forest seat of the car, young man was wearing blue t-shirt and a cargo pants, and his signature shoes, his curly colored hair and flickers on his cheek, mostly his face blurry. Hey, that's Midoriya, said to us with why confused look of his classmate. It seems that he has woken up from a long sleep, eh? 13 added. Izuku has come out of the car and noticed he is on the forest, but in the far of the sea sees a beautiful path going to a place to unknown. Does he know where he is? Momo asked Garo. Well, Izuku is not alone actually. He is with Uraraka and Todoroki, and actually they are going to a house of their friend when suddenly a black tentacle have covered the windshield of the and and Todoroki cannot drive well, so he decided to crash it on a nearby wood log instead of falling at a nearby cliff. Garo explained. Urak and Todoroki could not believe they left Izuku in the car alone now, hopefully for his safety, knowing that Garo hinted that he is going to survive. He is not going to survive this multiverse. Izuku now started to explore the forest for front of him, leaving the car behind him now. He noticed the forest. He has some tall but beautiful tree. He looked it is however when the night time has come. Izuku now afraid that he still have not found the house of their friend. Considering it will be in the area of the middle of the forest, when suddenly he found a house that signals up for sale, and also notice it's a big one of all the lights are on. This must be the house of our friend. No, but Todoroki said it's still 6 kilometers away from our last spot. But by the way, where the hell are Uraraka and Todoroki? Izuku asked himself. I have changed the sum of the game, so yeah. Yeah, why did you there? Why did you left Izuku there, Uraraka? Kendo said Kendo said bluntly. Well, I don't know, since I don't know where I am and Shoto too in this place. She pointed. Izuku has entered the field, the whole resident. As he noticed that the front door is particularly open, so he decided to open it and he entered the house. I need some place to sleep before. He was caught off by what he saw, some weird drawings from the wall, ceiling, as the house as he entered inside and inside of the house. What kind of kid would draw these on the wall? Izuku chuckled but stopped when hearing a loud thud from the second floor. Everyone shouted, particularly hearing the thud, as now they were watching instead of the hunt inside of the haunted house. I wonder who owns the house and why it's been abandoned, Recovery Girl asked. Oh, the owner of the house is Keta. Keta is also the relative of Uraraka here. Yes, I'm just making it some for a fun plot, but this is not Izuku and his friend destination. Keta is also putting the house for sale for now. Left dude is internally disturbed that disturbs her before she can leave it. It's too late for her. Kara simply answered. Many of the people wonder what kind of entity did make Kato sell their house to walk away from it. Ho ho ho. Ho ho. I think I should go look for some goodies, Izuku said. Student, remember, if you are this kind of situation, even without your cook, find some items that you can help you survive instead of relying on your cook, whether you have it or not, as explained. Already earning not from the student. Let's see what we can find here. Oh, a flashlight. This would become in handy, Izuku said as he now roaming in the living room. As the in the dinner room, also roaming the room and the dinner room in the house. He tries to use the telephone of the house, but there was no the signal was jammed or the line was broken. As he saw a note on being made by Kato. Oh, this is Kato's handwriting. Let's see what she wrote. As Izuku read that, he realized he is in the house of Kato now. Now also curious why Kato is not around in the moment. I think she went shopping, Izuku wondered. Is that really what you can say, huh, Deku? Bakugro as everyone for the first time. Even though he's an idiot, we agree to him for this time. Everyone thought. Or not, as Izuku now realized that he is in the house of Uraraka's relative. He is now decided to go to the second floor of the house. Reaching the second floor when suddenly his eyesight started to screech as a flicker a little. The fuck? Izuku as he saw on the left side. Left all the room door open while the wherein the right side of the room are closed, and noticed that the slide the side of his floor is dark. Everyone now holding their seats, preparing for the jump scare to happen as their friend crush, hero, classmate, student now moving to their right side of the room. It would be bad decision if I were his place. Yep. Izuku flickered his flashlight to see what's hidden in this room. The first room was a bathroom, and the second one was a guest room, and the third one was locked. He realized he needed a key to open the door. Well, I think the key is on the other side of the floor, Izuku said as he also going to the other side of the floor when suddenly a loud bang on the floor, making him curious. Now he think, what should he do? Should I look for it or nah? Izuku asked himself, pointed at his forehead. Of course, ignore it. Are you not scared? Are you not scared? Come, you would cry. I think it's the best to look what happened on the ground floor because it's a real problem. Then he should prepare himself to run or protect himself. As I will lecture the blue hero who was not scared. I think I should check on that. Izuku stared as he is now in the came down from the second floor as he see the noise behind him from the upstairs. As he saw the garage open, he also noticed that the back of the door of the house is locked. Who the hell locked the back door? Since I'm the only one here, Izuku pointed. It is me that he is it me or he is calm as a monitor at the moment. At the moment he is alone on a haunted house, Kaminari cried as he was jacked by Jiro. Don't be a scaredy cat idiot. He's doing the right. He's doing right. In the time of problem, any situation you are alone or not, you should stay calm all the time. So think you can properly react fast to next move, Aizawa said. Yes, sir, all the students said. As Izuku comes from the garage door is now closed. He now decides to return to the second floor. After watching the second floor, his eyesight screeched again as he saw a tall man with a slender body and some tentacle of it back, and he has no face. Izuku shouted as the figure disappeared from the sight. After seeing that figure, Izuku was panting, uh, panting at that aura that thing gave him. Oh, Garo, is that? Kirishima asked. Yes, this is the monster, the Slender Man. If you look at him to eye, your eyesight will start to lose until you get unconscious, and he will take your body away. Gaara replied, and everyone just shivered as their spine, knowing the figure who shown up on Izuku and none other than the antagonist of this universe, multiverse, I guess. The hell was that thing? The hell was that thing? Will it? Will I need to find the key now? So Well, I need to find the key now so I can see what is in the lock room. Izuku said at Astema, Go Deku, Izuku, Midoriya. Everyone cheered for their friend. After finding the key, he is now in the front of the locker door. As he still opened it, he was shocked what he saw. There was a more version of drawing inside the entrance of the house. Also, he has noticed there is a huge drawer and a tall man with a suit in the above the bed. So that's the thing. I wonder how the hell it screwed my head. How the hell it screwed with my head. Izuku wondered as he noticed there is an open window, but he just didn't mind it. As he opened the door nearby to the bed, as he was shocked as the 7 pages of a notebook with a weird drawing appeared in front of him. After this, he heard Uraraka screaming for help at the deep side of the forest. Uraraka? Izuku mentally shouted as he was about to leave. He noticed the 7 page notebook were gone. Huh? Where the hell it they flew away? Izuku thought as he was now going outside of the house. As he was going on deep side of the forest, but before he will go, he slid himself off the small playground. Really? Everyone thought. As Izuku now moving inside of the forest, he felt the cold breeze of air. He is now about to enter the dark forest, knowing that he will be met by some dangerous entity lurking around in the dark. Let's do this, Uraraka. I will find you. Let's do this. Uraraka, I will find you, Izuku said. Everyone knocked at the cinema cheered, hoping that Midoriya can save Uraraka in this time. Save her, Midoriya, All Might said. Of course, he can. He saved me from a villain. So that means he can save me. He can save Uraraka-chan also. As Izuku entered the forest, Izuku fallen into a nearby creek as he got unconscious. Izuku, Deku, Midoriya. Everyone shouted as worried for what happened to Izuku. Izuku woke up at the next his unconscious state. Now he is now in the middle of the cement field around him as there were log and gladiator. Now a nearby small house. As also noticed he had a paper stick to his hand. What do you think that is? Ibara said. I don't know, maybe a task for him to do. As Izuku opened the page, he was shocked about it written and he collected the 7 pages of the book. They are hidden around this forest. The more you get, the angrier he gets. Be careful. Collect the 7. Wait a minute. And it means the paper of the book of the room of Kato's house. But why? Izuku asked himself. Well, the challenge accepted then. Well, let's do this. Izuku roared as the screen turned off. Why? Come here, you wind. Why? What's a cliffhanger, man? Zero added. Well, it looks like you need to use a bathroom or you need to reveal of reveal from this horror, so may take a break. Garo said as now everyone around them gone. Grown, I guess. Fuck it. Should I stop? I guess. Now, as everyone now have taken their bathroom breaks. Okay. Browse bathroom break. Now they're ready to watch and continue the multiverse of the precious cinnamon roll. Is he gonna start to finding 7 pages of the weird drawing? He looked around. If there was a creepy thing, it seems that I need to find at least two or more pages to lure out that monster. Izuku muttered. All might grin after hearing this. He believed that his success in the other multiverse. He be, Other multiverse is not afraid of anything. Even he has no quirk, or he is at a great disadvantage. To lure out the Slenderman, huh? He seems to believe that he can use his quirk, but no, he doesn't have one. How stupid! Kasky scoffed. After shaking his head left to right, he luckily found the first 2 pages of the 7 pages. He felt scary around him, and his knees started to shake. I think the game has begun, Izuku whispered. After taking his first 2 pages, he ran immediately to the small house the as he saw it, and he entered it as he saw some radio and some technology used to power up the electricity. He looked at the other part of the house. He found another page of page of the 7. After taking it, he assumed that someone is peeking in the corner. When he flashed a flashlight at the direction, he saw nothing but a silhouette girl. Uraraka, Izuku asked quietly. Deku, don't go in that way, Uraraka shouted worriedly as gaining at some attention from the audience. Huh? Do you know what's gonna happen, Ochaku? Gun had asked. Well, my my instinct told me that Deku should not go in that way, she replied. Uraka, is that you? Izuku still gained nothing when he decided not to mind it anymore, and he turned and saw the Slenderman now facing him. His eyesight went blur, and his mind also got screwed. Oh damn it, Izuku cursed as he now find a way to run to get away from the house. After getting out of the house, he saw another page. He took it quickly. Guess I need to find the last 3 quickly, or else what the paper said, he might get angry. Izuku yelled, I cannot believe Midori can manage this thing well he is being chased by the Slender Man. Of course, he can make decisions quickly because he knows what are the effect of the consequences waiting for him to fail to collect the complete 7 pages, Momo said simply. Some of the students one noticed that someone is snoring, and it's none other than Minata. He didn't care about the multiverse and they were watching. He decided to simply sleep, but he was jacked and electrocuted by Kaminari and Jiro. Are you stupid, Minata? Ida yelled. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just sleepy. Because there is no harm or sexy event to control your dick, man. Control your dick, man. Shoji exclaimed. And Minato then earned a dead glare from the girls, especially from the pro hero women's, or I guess woman pro hero. Izukuna ran toward the side of the forest. He saw now that the Slender Man teleported from the other side of the tree, side. That thing can move that thing can oh shit, that thing can move one place to another. Oh great, Izuku whined. But while running, he found a flare gun. He decided to take it. As he was still running running for his dear life, he saw the Slenderman is not following him anymore. And now this Izuku slowed down and take some deep breath. As he continued to look for the pages, he saw another page of 7 in the wheel of the generator. That makes two left. Izuku cheered as he is now on the verge of winning at the task, but he saw someone eye on the long grass as he ran toward it, wanting to see who the hell's carrying him aside from the Slender Man, and he found nothing. Shoot, I'm just hallucinating. That someone is watching me, or it's real. He asked himself. everywhere. Do you notice that I look like Urakazai? Toshi asked coolly as everyone now trembling their legs, just like All Might explained. Izuku, who is Gran Torino and now who is scary. Uraka paled as she thinks the same thought that Tasui did. Oh, why would Uraka scare Midoriya? Shoto asked. After he's now moving away from the grasses. He saw the Slender Man now approach him like a glitch in a video game. Now he's scared. He ran away and cooked the flare gun fire at the Slender Man. As he turned around 360 to fire, as he noticed the Slender Man is gone again. Is he really making fun of Mizuku's skull? As he saw the sixth page, he ran toward it immediately, but he was stabbed by a tentacle of the Slender Man. Oh boy! He used his tentacle. Izuku warned himself as he got up and ran toward the sixth page and took it successfully. While running, he received a stamped paper or fell from the tree as he saw the 5 word were gone. The 5 word. He was now gone, sweating bullet out of fear. He's mad at you. Why would the monster be angry because Midori taking the 7 pages? Aizawa asked curiously. Well, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong, Slenderman for him. Well, if I'm not wrong, Slenderman for him in the own these pages because this drawing they're drawn each of those papers a picture explain who the Slender Man and how does how does work while he is in the forest. He doesn't want people to visit the forest. Gave the hint about the real terror or the forest he conquered. Garo explained. Man, I do not know. Izuku now ran faster than usual as he is now chased by the tentacle of the Slender Man. He struggled to see what the last page of the 7 pages place until he saw in the generator now running toward the river. Seeing this, he boosted up his speed as he taking the last page from the generator. He fell on the river and exploded. Yes, I did it. He cheered. Now he decided to run away from the place as he saw the Slenderman were rushing toward him. He is good at distance against Slenderman. He jumped to a large grass and decided to hide until Slenderman stopped him. Slenderman stopped to find him. And it worked. Slenderman just disappeared and Izuku sighed. I need to just take some rest because I'm tired. Izuku slowly fell asleep. The audience sighed in relief seeing Midoriya now sleeping. Good thing those grass are taller than the Slender Man. Zero joked, earning some laugh. As Izuku woke up and noticed he sleeping on the rock now, he saw a little hut. He walked to it and reached to the door as he felt he lost his flare gun. Dang it, I think I dropped it anywhere. I think I dropped it somewhere. But where is it in the time? I think he took it. He tries to open, but it was locked, so he decided to walk to the beetle path of full river leaves. And now the slide of the path were trees that the good leaves some fruits on it. While he is still looking for his friend, he saw a huge abandoned mine being connected to the mountain. Holy crap! I know where I can find them. Izuku said with a determination, believing that Orokachi Shoto might be in the mines resting for a while. As everyone sighed in relief as they were now thinking of the true friends of Midoriya now in the mine. Yes, now they're determined to believe that Uraraka and Shoto might be in the mine and resting for a while. Everyone seeing on sighed in relief, they're now thinking that the true friends of Midoriya now in the mine. As he arrived at the entrance of the factory, he saw the post about wow that is painted on the wall. So this is the mine. Its owners are experiencing a bankrupt. Huh? Feel bad for the owner. Izuku whispered. Huh? Another one. What is this? He look at the paper. He saw the place was abandoned due to a killer. He was lurking around the dark corner of the room and killing everyone who entered or walked by the dark side of the factory. I think I know who the hell is scaring everyone here. Izuku hummed as he now entering the abandoned mine. As he saw the glowing generator, saw another crumbed paper throwing at him, hitting the head. Who the fuck throwing this at this place? Show up! Izuku was annoyed by this kind of ca- happening. Now he uncrypted the paper as he saw another change. The abandoned mine. This abandoned mine to survive activate 6 generators. There are places everywhere to run the elevator to escape from here. This time it's 2 versus 1. After review, he is now analyzing the situation to escape from the mine. Activating 6 generators are placed around the mine. And I against 2 Slender Man? He asks. The audience now afraid for Izuku because he is going against 2 monsters now. But the thing is, who is the second monster? Izuku, Deku, and Izuku Midoriya. Be careful. Everyone except Bakugan Endeavor thought. Yosh, let's do this. He cheered to himself as he was now walking to the left side of the mine, seeing some word written on the wall. Well, what a great thing to scare visitors! Izuku scoffed. Everyone stick, everyone sticked for a bit hearing this. Finding the first generator he activated now, he's now heard some electricity slowly powering up the elevator. So this is the elevator, huh? Izuku wondered, walking up to the corner of the elevator, saw a small passageway through. The areas were boxes and some destroyed memorial place. As he saw another red glowing generator, he ran to it quickly to activate it. After activating, he heard a faint, loud footstep came from the stairs. When the footsteps slowly fainted as he reached to the second floor where Izuku stands, he is now holding his breath while standing. Shit, I think this is now the person I'm facing now, he said as he checking the small passage once more. He left now already. He started to look for the 4 remaining generators. He saw the third generator now placed at the second floor as he climbed up the stairs, and now he was jump scared by a killer. The killer, now known to be Ochaku Uraraka, her face was pale white with some bruises on her lower cheek, as she was wearing a hoodie shirt now choking Izuku to death. Everyone jumped from their seat after seeing the first jump scare. Garo warned them. Uraraka, the class 1A and B yelled. Shinsho was annoyed and mad by the noise, and so he decided to brainwash them. But when suddenly he remembered that Garo took their course. For good for sake, I need to take this noise so bad, he thought. Why would Uraraka kill Midori? Akina cried. Why her face is so scary and she looked like killer, thought Minato whined. Uraraka fainted after seeing herself in a multiverse killing who is now attempting to kill her crush. Izuku made her deep inside her as she was angry and sad, worried. Deku, save me, she thought. Uraraka, what's wrong with you? It's me, Izuku. He pushed Uraraka away from him, now started to run away from her. And now the third janitor, why is Uraraka must kill me because of not giving her sex? He yelled for running. This made Uraraka and the audience blush madly. But her mind, she would never beg for sex from Izuku. Lucky bastard, Kaminari said, and Minato whined. The perverted duo has formed began. Perverted duo has formed again, everyone thought. Izuku is still running and realizes he can he can circle Uraraka away from the generator. So, as he did, he activated the generator quickly. When he saw Uraraka coming toward him, he clicked his flashlight and blinded Uraraka, stopping her the track by covering her eyes. Then cries in pain. Oh, I see. Her eyes are badly injured. I think I need to hit hit her on those so that she can attack me. But I still need this distance to prepare light for her. Sorry, Uraka, but I found my trump card against you already, he said. With a vulnerable sigh, relief knowing he is now a weapon against Uraka. On the other hand, he was crying. Why are you crying, Uraka? All asked. I think Deku will kill me in this universe for to survive, she said with a tears in her eye. Hey, I mean, Uraka, don't let your emotion from the scene take over your body personality. Still believes that damn nerd will save you, hear me? Baku commented near her advice. Everyone gasped after reading to Bakugo's act on Uraraka. Does Bakugo have feelings for Uraraka? Seiru and Kirishima both whispered. 3 more generator, now I'm good to go, Izuku said as he now on a wide area of the mine. He saw one generator in the far in the right, on the one generator on the top. I think I should do the same. Some sneak snack here, and then Uraka can hear my footsteps. He whispered to himself. Good plan for him. Even though he has a weapon against her, he still added against another arsenal to idea to survive against Uraka. As one noted, as he received a nod from the pro heroes, Izuku activated the fourth generator, now reveal a little as he needs to more to escape. As the moment his eyesight gets blurred, as his mind screeches again, he realized the Slender was now enjoying the party. Shit, even you want to fuck with me, pathetic? Izuku cursed, pathetic shit. Izuku cursed as he now ran away from the Slenderman. He interacted with Uraraka, but with the spin of moving himself to the past her. After spinning for my flashes the light once more, again making Uraraka mobilize. As he found the fifth one, he activated. Now he hid in the dark for a moment. Well, I need to get some air, he silently said. Of course he needs to rest. He hasn't eaten or drinking any water to make his energy last for long. Repeated scold. As Nagana felt sad for that friend and didn't take any food or drink, powered himself up. Of course, this is survival for him. Endeavor yelled, 5 down, 1 2, 1 to go. Izuku now looking for the last generator for a last minute. He now reached the area he never visited. He saw the last generator, but now it was guarded by Slenderman and Uraraka. Oh boy, it looked like I need to play some trick here, Izuku said as he now changes the direction from the two monsters. He charges in the direction of the two monsters. Is he crazy or what, Tokyo-Meas? I think he has a plan, to replied. Well, if what he thinks we should see it the best. We should see it. Izuku raises the flare gun and he found in the path before him miles flaring at Uraraka. Flashback. Izuku was walking toward the mine as his jaw dropped. Ooh, an abandoned mine, huh? Well, let's go and see. He was not stopped when he almost stopped at the flare gun. Oh yeah, Izuku cheered as he put the gun on his pocket. Izuku now Oraida, Izuku said as he flared at the red bright sparking power rushing to hitting Uraraka's eye. Ah shit! Uraraka yelled as if forgotten with the pain. What the hell is she yelling? Sound like a demonic, huh? Izuku asked as he made Slenderman teleport and appeared behind Izuku, but he dived the scales downward and raised the bar under then the floor. The monkey bar under it raised the other side of the floor nearest the last generator. Everyone clapped and cheered for Izuku's great reflex and activating the last generator. Now Midoriya ran away from them. Ida yells, but But how about Uraraka? They simply asked. This made everyone realize Izuku will save Uraraka despite that she is controlled or possessed by the Sandman according to Izuku of this multiverse Yosh. Now let's run away from here. Izuku yelled, now running through the elevator, activating Uraraka still on the chase. It was too late for her to catch Izuku as the elevator lifted as Izuku away from the terror in that mine. As Izuku arrived at the protection of the man, he saw the lovely view of the forest in afternoon. Afternoon developed. I guess I made an interaction. I made some interaction with the monster and Uraraka. Uraraka, alright. Izuku remembered Uraraka was still like possessed or controlled by the same. How can I save you? I must find the answer of my question. Then I will save you, Izuku promised as he continued to walk away from the mines. As he was walking, he saw a beautiful scenario of the beautiful mountains and the forest. Birds were chirping as the cool breeze of the air, making Izuku feel relaxed. But he can, since he need to find the answer of his question. Why Uraraka wants to kill him? Why Uraraka wants to kill him? While walking with peace, he relaxed his face, turned into the fighting one as he saw some cave with some writing on the wall in the mine. So I need to enter here. Damn it, well she Sherlock then. Izuku activated his flashlight and walking inside the cave as he wall were written the same word written on it. The mason. Well, I think I should make my own territory right now. What if Uraraka was controlled by the Slenderman now? What if she did this at all? Written and here some miles. He saw one page of the 7 that written on every victim of the Slenderman, writing things about him on the wall of the ceiling. They warned everyone that being greeted by a tall figure with a respective fear and death. Still more to this. I need to search more for my answer. Damn it, where the hell are you, Todoroki? I need a companion right now, Izuku stated. Some people in the cinema realizes that Uraraka is now already dead and Nobs being controlled by Slenderman. Uraraka can stop the resistant crying, but she cries already. Shoto comforted her despite that he is not her side to save her from the Slenderman in the multiverse. Teach what Bakugo can say for now. Izuku still continued to walk to the search more answer. He saw a door. I think I need to be careful, Izuku thought as he prepared for his flare gun already ready to fire when someone jump scares him. When he kicked the door, he was now about a table with a TV tape, a name on it, we lost. This is Keta handwriting. What does she mean that they are lost? It could be that Keta and Uraraka were at the house before Uraraka and Shoto. I planned to go visit her friend's house to check some important issue relying on Keta's help. Does that mean that Uraraka saw the monster first and then returned to her home and asked for help to solve the problem? Let's just watch the tape. Izuku said as he used the tape. As is shown the scene of Keta and Uraraka on the room. A scene that Keta and Ochako are in the Keta's room with the thunder and rain making noise on the background. I think we should be more careful, Ochako. I know, but how can I save you from a terror that they were experiencing within the next week? I will bring some friends of mine to help you your problem. I really don't know. Since he is in my mind already, I cannot stop drawing and thinking things about him. Well, I forget to close the door at the kitchen in the front and the back door, and also some of the window door room. I'll close them for now. You just sleep here, Kato. Trust me. Be careful, Chaco. He might visit if he visit us here any minute now. Who? The Slender Man. Uraraka gasped after hearing the name that he that terrorized Kato thinking and soul. And the scene now, Uraka is now closing the back door and front door. The house was now on the window, going to the last spot. As the garage, he saw the cinema standing 9 foot away from her. After closing the garage sheet, where is the what with the tall figure? Uraka ran away, not looking at the cinema. She make it to the second floor. As she closed the window, saw some door of the other room. As she was done by closing everything, and she ran to Kato's room and tell her everything. Now closed, but all of a sudden Kato's window broke and seeing some blood in the window. Uraka knew that Kato went crazy again since Slenderman arrived at the home. Oh, Kata! Uraka yelled more, but she didn't receive any response. As she turned around to saw Slenderman for now the and covering her face and her whole body with tentacles. Ah! The skin turned off. Izuku now knows that Uraka was terrorized by Slenderman, and now one of the Slender allies, also seeing that Keta threw herself in the windows. Izuku thinks that Keta might be alive. I think Keta must be alive, but I don't know where to find her. Also, Shoto, I need to find him too. I need my partner here. Izuku whispered. Everyone in the island has found out for some reason why Uraka was trying to kill Izuku because she was terrorized by Slenderman. Uraka clenched her chest now, hoping that Izuku to avenge her death after her encounter with Thunder. Midori, avenge my death, she shouted, and everyone cheered and supported her word to Izuku. I need to leave now. Now I need to find Todoroki. This time, this time, Shota, I will find you and avenge your girlfriend's death. Izuku scowled. Oh, so in this scene, was Uraka and Todoroki were in a relationship in Askin. So Shota and Ochako blush as in the multiverse they were in a relationship but still guilty because they can save Izuku from the monster. As the face it by himself. He cannot find Shoto. He cannot find Shoto. It will be a big boost to solve his problem. If he can find Shoto, it will be a big boost to solve his problem. He's now walking toward the exit point in our tunnel. As he was now surprised, he saw everything around him were trees and grasses. Now animals were now burning. So, the heck? Who the hell did these? Of course, that bastard did. Izuku cursed. As he was running now past of the falling trees, now Slenderman is now chasing him at the great speed than before. I need to find shelter. Izuku whispered, now covering his mouth as he saw the part of the radio station. He decided to run away toward it. I need to breathe, damn it. Izuku cursed as he was still finally entered the abandoned radio station area. Oh no, he trapped now. Narita cried, almost vomited blood as he was remembering the Slenderman might like all for one despite his suit and demonic. Young Midora, you know you can survive this. Izuku locked the door behind him as he was now taking deep breaths. I wonder what's in here. Do you think Shoto is in here? He asked as he now searched for the whole broadcast center. He heard a loud thud from behind the bar. What the? Izuku yelled as he now still went through the door as his as the next broke in his heart. Worse than hell. He saw the lifeless body of Shota Todoroki, also and a lifeless but burned body of a young man. Endeavor cries a little, seeing his best creation killed and burned by his own power. Shoto paled after finding out he was already dead for a long time. As Izuku now get near Avaraj's body, their voices recorded beside him and capitalize the word, I failed you. What's that? Izuku asked, while sobbing because is it because of his best friend were already dead and taken by the monsters, the Slender Man, as Izuku played a record as he heard. I don't know. I don't really know with the CR said for me. I was too blurry and the last part is the only thing I understand. Sure. Now Shoto said C in the CR Shoto CR said Keta, I'm so sorry. I I can't. It's okay, I'm sorry. I can't. Keta. Keta, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The end of the recording. Izuku now realized everything. Shota was the next victim before Uraka because in this recording he is now trying to save Keta from the Slender Man as he sacrifices himself from the burning his own body to prevent the Slender Man getting near Keta. As this happened, Keta was traumatized after what happened to Shoto. And there is also Uraka. Uraka came after Shoto's died so she can help Keta for her own problem by her hallucination and fear of the monster. As for the house, the evening time, Keta was taken by the Slenderman, Uraka was also taken by the Slenderman. Now the question for the Izuku was, where is Keta after all? If Shota and Uraka died, who am I with during the road trip? Who are those people that I talked to and laughed and have fun to? Am I a victim of him too? Before Izuku can react, the door opened where now there was a slam closed to unknown force. The faint fire nearby the door suddenly died, and Izuku seen the same hallucination that Keta, Uraka, and Shoto saw. The flash in his mind, showing the silhouette of Uraraka Shoto's face, burning himself, and Keta being taken by the Slenderman by force, using its tentacle, and now Izuku passed out. Silence filled the whole cinema as they found the real reason why Izuku was left alone, why Todoroki never shown up, why Uraraka attempted to kill Izuku like what Gaara said. It's really dark, creepy, scary, Tokiyami said. Uraraka and Todoroki started to cry as the fate they did to their face before they can give Izuku some help, but it was too late. The scene changes. Izuku's now on an abandoned house who looked like it was burned. Izuku found a missing poster of a kid named Charles Mason Jr. Izuku cannot believe that the son's owner of the land where he found the 7 pages were missing children. Two of the Slenderman terrorized. After seeing he kept walking the corner of the burned house. He then heard a faint crying upward. Everyone was hyped seeing Izuku still alive, but worried who is the one who cried. Finally, the part of the house. I hope that the only one who cries now the one who helped Izuku or helped by Izuku. Nezu said, scraping his tea. Izuku has arrived the second floor. He is now looking at the crying woman. He looked left and right to saw no one. Woman crouching in the dark corner, hiding the face, still crying. Izuku approached near her, comfort her, but she jumped scared. Izuku's skin turned blank. The student, the teacher, some poor hero cannot believe what they saw. Instead of Izuku's last hope of survival, it was the one who finished him. Yuka still crying in the corner, not accepting the ending of the multiverse they saw just now. The last scene they saw, the screen showed up the half body of Izuku being dragged by one who attacked Izuku. Now screen went black. Izuku, Deku, Midoriya, the audience cried, seeing the half body of their cinnamon roll being dragged and brought to the unknown. So Garo is not laughing, huh? So Garo is not laughing, huh? The kid died. Endeavor simply said. All Might grinned when sad. One cannot accept his success. He didn't receive any help from anyone. If I, if I was that young Mudra, I should have saved you already. He thought. Now. I know you are already sad because Zuko really died. Of course, you have learned some reason to hear multiple, so you are ready to for the next one. Make sure the next one as dark as the previous one. Got a chair doesn't smile. And fixing on themselves watching the next multiverse. Should I stop here? No, I guess I'm gonna do next 3 or 2 minutes or now I'm gonna do a little transformer shit here. Yep, a little transformer shit. Transformer Revenge of the Fallen. Yep, Izuku now has finally calmed down. Sorry, everyone now has finally calmed down after being emotional. What happened to Izuku? The last one was Garo came back from his world to give the Arduan audience another kind of multiverse. Well, everyone, how do you feel, Garo? Everyone just nodded. Some smiled, and some people were still sad because after they saw the last multiverse might happen in their own world. Now, come on. come on, fire up yourself. Fire up yourself. Because of this multiverse, you are not. You see a different version of Izuku Meteor Plus. Also, some of you who are involved here also have a different version. Let's just say that you are alien robots who came from the outer space, not to destroy that, but to protect it from an alien robot. Alien robot 2 wanting to conquer, who that wanted to conquer Earth. I want to confuse what Gara was trying to. What do you mean of alien robots? Well, in this world, I'm gonna show you each hero and villain. The world are not human but robot. They are not human but robot. They will fight. They will fight as they're trying to fulfill complete their goals. He said. Also, young Kota is going to be the main character. Oh, also the young Kota is going to be the main character of this universe. Garo explained. As everyone was happy, now Kota is also one of the main character of this show. Damn it. When will it will be my spotlight? Katsuki yelled angry. Geez, you wait for this multiverse to play and answer your question, Garo said as the title appeared. Transformer. Revenge of the Fallen. Transformer, Kota asked. Well, Kota, you should watch it instead of asking, okay? Gara said annoyed as he played the multiverse. As the scene one on the abandoned warehouses where there a gigantic robot who were taking hostage of the three adults. None of those victims were lying on they were lying on the metal bed. Oh, what the hell is those thing want with us? Uh, what the hell those thing want with us? Leo Spirit or Sato asked as he sees Sam Witwicky, Kota lying on the metal part. Why, what are you doing to Kota? Mandela yelled as she saw her nephew being held hostage by the three robots. Well, these robots are known as the Decepticons, which means they are evil ones, Garo added. Hearing that, they shivered at their spine, they knowing the court are facing a huge problem right now. The leader of the Decepticon arose from the under that and saw Kota, now unconscious, now ready to experiment. Grr, grr, Megatron, Katsuki growled slowly, trying to scare Sam. Bakugo, everyone yelled as usual. They saw this multiple version as a villain. What do you want from Kota? Mandela and Pixabop yelled as they charge, charge at the scene. But it was stopped by Garo and Aizawa. Thanks for helping, Aizawa, Garo said as he received a nod from Aizawa. The hell, I'm a villain here? Katsuki scoffed. You deserve that role. Thought you despise your personality. Shoto coolly said as Katsuki also tried to charge Shoto but was stopped by Garo. You have what I need. That you have what I need. That you have, boy. Megatron growled, scaring Sam a little bit. Um, you mean the symbols and the scatters in my head? Sam asked it. Well, yes. In that I have conducted an operation to see and fix something in your mind as a proof that you exist on your brain. Megatron coldly replied. Operation? Samuel before he could react. A small robot of a Decepticon lead to the chest as he chained himself as a doctor. Claimed himself, sorry. An insect robot, Gregory said as indecently believed. Does he call himself doctor despite that look? That arm said. Well. What you can offer him, Doctor? Megatron asked. I need to put a nurse on his head. I need to put a nurse on his head to track some important version of the suck on him fits my first smile. Kelsey replied. As he said as the metal worm simply thing his womb for nowhere and entered the Sam noses. Sam cannot fight back because Megatron claws holding the limbs of his arm. All Might fainted while blood flowing from his mouth. Every girl and the woman Pussycat fainted seeing Kotas expressing this kind of torture. Tiger only covered Kota's eyes to let the boy not to see what happened to him. Everyone, also audience, cringed seeing this kind of scene. As the worm flew out of his nose, and the scalpel grabbed the worm with the musk of Sam, as showed their version of Sam, his and his mind, including the sign of Ingerger. Airguns. Peasant Mike asked. Airguns, they are symbols that can be used to find out the most powerful thing hidden in the world. It's called the Matrix. Now, the Martian Matrix is a great power of energy that can power up a machine which can easily harvest the sun, including the sun of the planet Earth. And the villain want the Earth to suffer without the sun, and the villain will use the sun's power for evil deeds. Hearing this, everyone was murmuring and whispering, asking what some people this can be used or not. They have if they have in their world. Yes, those are the symbols that we need, but it's not enough for us to really to see all those ergons on his mind. There are more on his little brain. Am I right? Megatron growled as Sam really wanted to get off from Megatron's claw. Well, the thing is, we can do it to take away. We can do it. Do is to take away his brain by opening his head. Scalpel explained. Opening his head? Are you crazy, huh? Mina and Uraka both said. The robotic alien doesn't hold back, even if they gear some of the other. As long as they achieve their goals, they will do every possible thing. Every possible thing, whether good or bad, as long as they got what they want, their objective is. Everyone cringed. As some of the people, not cringed, I can say cried, as some of the people already ran through the comfort room as they revealed themselves. Garo, where is young Midori? All might ask. Just wait. Scalpel not answer, transform his claw into a drill of the blade as he opened the Sam brain as he reached at the forehead. When suddenly someone interrupted the operation and blasted into the scene. Two robots arrived, Bumblebee, Shoto Todoroki, and Optimus Prime, Izuku Midori, as they have guns instead of their hands ready to fight. Everyone cheered. Now the precious cannon has finally arrived. Look at the entrance, so badass. Does anyone see the Midoriya is now colored red and blue, and Todoroki is small? Kirishima said. Shoto, why are you so small and in this multiverse? Endeavor scored. Unless my brain is not just like you, he replied coldly as he smiled, seeing himself beside Izuku fighting against Katsuki. Now you're screwed, Bakugo, Minato exclaimed. Save me, Izuni, Kota cheered as Sam got away from Megatron's touch as he ran toward the Lee and Machel, 80, I guess. Michaela. Yep, Michaela. I'm putting Michaela in 80. Yep, 80. 80 is Michaela right now. They are not trying to escape as the Bumblebee flared his missile at the Skepta Screamer Kurogiri and Blackout and level of Noma, I guess. Optimus flipped as the flare Megatron. Slow motion, yep, as he stood there in the flip with the fired beverage and a bullet at Megatron and dragging a small scream out of the way. Slow motion again. He fires a huge bullet at Megatron's heart, wresting it to the Megatron, flying away with the damage. Everyone in the audience stood there and clapped and cheered as Izuku arrived, saving Kota's ass. Wait, what's Eri doing here? Mirio asked. Well, she's Kota's girlfriend, Garo quickly said, making Kota and Eri blush. Do you notice that slow motion is so manly? Kirishima exclaimed as supported by Tetsutetsu. Say Sam, optimistic yelled as Kota rode on optimistic truck mode and Bumblebee in a curved commentary talking to Lee and Michaela. So this why this multiverse is called Transformers, huh? I thought, yeah, because they can transform as vehicle as this planet. Garo said, as every boy in the room felt cool seeing their friend in a cool way. Now there's the reason why I'm small short. The reason I'm small Shoto said as his father grunted. Hey Shoto. Hey look Shoto. He transferred me into one of my favorite car community said. Optimistic drive away from the abandoned facility as they were not trying to get away from Megatron, but Megatron full speeded as crashing the truck. Here he comes. Sam warned as Megatron crashes to Optimistic, resulting to transform instantly back into fighting Megatron. Hide Sam, Optimus yelled. Yeah, just hide now, Kota. Uraka and Minata yelled as Kota just gave them a smile, telling them Izuku did it. Izuku can beat them. I'm sure, he said proudly. Meanwhile, Garo just coughed hardly, knowing that what will happen. Ha! Izuku swings his full right punch with a sword as a Megatron, but Megatron didn't flinch as he spares his. But remember, guys, Megatron is Bakugo. As he heard as Izuku's body resting and crashing into Sam's. Weak optimistic curse as he smashed a huge tree on Megatron. Now optimistic punches Megatron in the back, saying, "Piece of metal, junkyard," optimistic said again. Decepticon Megatron called his allies as he transformed from a helicopter to a huge Decepticon. Now starts screaming, flaring bullet and crashing the trees and just being jet plane. Come here, boy, he said, now chasing Sam. Kota run, everyone shouted, they worried the Kota's safety. Even though they're a bad robot, they still have great transformation. Am I right, Hatsume? Paula exclaimed as Hatsume potted, waiting to have a blue twin of those alien robots. Sam starts behind him and Starscream who chases Sam and Megatron chase him too, but Optimus was there to deter as the two try to kick Sam out of the way and breaking Megatron's left leg and throwing him out the way. Optimistic catches the flying Starscream as punches him in the kicking him in the face brutally. He's really good at fighting, Yoshinori Antonio said as All Might just grinned, seeing his success at taking care of his enemies with great bravery. Meanwhile, Baku clenches his fist and saw his other self in the multiverse losing to Izuku. Damn this bastard! Other me, fight, fight back brutally too. He roared in anger as everyone just ignored him, knowing he cannot win against Midoriya. As the screen changes to the vehicle known as Bumblebee Shoto, I guess, Richard Kaminari, Ironhide, Kirishima, and sideswiped Minata, now hot pursuit, taking help Midoriya fighting Decepticon. Look at it, look at us. We are like badasses like Midoriya. Kaminari punches, pumping his fist. I can believe I am also one of these robot. Minata cried. Wait for us, Midoriya. We'll kick Bakugo's ass together. Kaminari choked as everyone laughed at this. What did you say, Pikachu? Bakugo yelled as he was ignored. There is another source of Eragon hidden in this planet. The boy could lead us to Megatron roared. Optimus, Optimus slashed now Megatron with his sword, but he was punched by Starscream. Now his head was slowly crushed by Bakugo's huge hand, but Optimistic embowed with the giant one. But as he flashes his spinning blade, and also blade escaped him, but Optimus released himself from the Grindor, kicking him away, dragged by Custom again. He bladed now in the chest. As Optimus slowly rated to, he was grabbed by Megatron with one hand, smashing him the other side, and Megatron performed a perfect roundhouse kick directly at Optimistic face. Optimus and Optimus as Optimus tried to stand, but he was babbed by Starscream bullets as he was swinging by Megatron. A Megatron fires a powerful blaster at Optimus and broken face, sending him away from his face, and he kneeled. Everyone now said worried at themselves as happened. Izuku they saw the Mantua. Ha ha ha, serves you right to fight me, Deku. Bakugo yelled as Garu didn't do anything, but he let Bakugo celebrate Izuku's defeat. Well, let's see what happened to you in the end of the multiverse. I mean, the whole multiverse of this, he thought. Damn it. Other me, you can you hurry up? Both Shoto and Kirishima Minata Kaminari yell. Wow, Minato, you care for this world, Momo chuckled. Hey, I'm the part of this team, so I would worry for him too, like you, slut. Minato's call as Garo laughed and Momo gave him a dead stare. I will kill you, you pervert, she thought. I also care for my Izu, she added thoughtfully. My Izuku, she said, is the future of our race is not worth for a single human life, Megatron said coldly. Get up, Sam shouted. You will never stop me at once. I'll take you all out with the road. As he unleashed another sword from his hand, making it into two, and dashing toward fighting the last stand. Everyone cheered now harder, making Izuku victorious. Young Midoriya protect Kota, Mandela said proudly. Go for it, Deku. We reckon the sweet cheer. Shield Bakugo, Izuku, Momo cheered too. We can get the battle. It will take the we will take those bastard down. Kaminari exclaimed. As if we still arrive in that time. Zero said, making Kaminari report. Optimistic now stab and Starscream left his shoulder as destroying the wing of the backcrop, touching his spine. The blade flew at Megatron, making Megatron cannot fire at aim well. Optimistic slashed both of Starscreams and Blackout, and using Starscream gun fire at the Grindor and stepping his foot, making Grindor yell as pain as Sam get to his position. Optimistic bulged and scream away from now, stabbing Megatron's leg once again in the body, making Megatron grunt. Then Optimistic lifted his head and punches the shit out of him, making Megatron spit some magma blood out of him. Yep, punches him again, but Optimus heading away. Now he takes on Starscream, but this time taking his right arm off. Now using is a weapon, slashing the owner's face. Optimus roared again and jump now. Then Grindor head now ripping from the face. No, they were the last word of Grindor as he was finally killed by Optimus. A piece of tin, Optimus said. Everyone watched as they away saw Midoriya winning successfully against the Decepticons. Yeah, he did it, Kota cheered as Uraraka smiled, happy that Izuku managed to fight those villains. His eye even even had a great teaser. Meanwhile, Baku growled again, seeing himself in the multiverse being defeated once again. Well, I think the fight is done, Nezu said. Well, you're wrong, Garo said. The audience was confused. Sam, where are you? Optimistic looked for Sam, when suddenly he was stabbed and lifted by a high by Megatron from behind. No, not again. Everyone except Bakugo cried again, seeing Izuku the verge of losing again. What did you say earlier, Prime? What did you say earlier, Principal? He asked as the robot head, and the principal didn't say anything. He was outsmarted by his student. Huh? You idiot, he thought. You're so weak, Megatron. You're so weak, Megatron scowled as he cocked his gun as stabbing Optimistic, firing another huge blast at Optimistic body. This makes Sam shiver so bad. He saw the great leader of the Autobots now losing his great nemesis Optimus now slowly motioned and fell down as the scene changed to the fallen all for one as he woke up from the habitation. The last Prime is dead, he silently exclaimed. All Might was smiling. All Might's mind grin turned into angry, hearing All for one of a kind of his successor was killed by one of his students, whom he saved the incident before fighting All for One. Garu, what is that monster doing there? Well, sadly, but all for one. And Izuku Midoriya's are brothers here, since the fallen, aka All for One, is weakened because of the good prime. Like you are successful, and his brother was still alive, taking his power at his prime back. Izuku must die so that no other can stop him. Even the secondary Autobot has no chance defeating All for One. Gaara simply said, "My successor is a brother of this monster. Teach, I won't let that happen," All Might deeply thought. Everyone just out of seeing Izuku died once again. Shoto cried this time because he wasn't there to save his best friend. "Why I'm so late? I wanted to help him, but I cannot since I am an idiot. How can I consider myself a commander of him and if I cannot even help him just for a little while?" Shoto yelled. Emotionally, he was comforted by his dad, Momo, and Uraraka, and some good friends of Izuku Midoriya. "Man, you are not the only one who is late helping him," Kirishima said as Kamen Minato lowered their head in guilt. Meanwhile, Bakugo just laughed at the corner like crazy psycho. Sam slowly showed up from the hiding spot, seeing Optimus' last breath. "Run, run," Optimus said his last word as his eyes turned off as lifeless ones. Sam now decided to run, stay away, farther away from the Decepticon. Autobot finally arrived at the rescue Sam. "Bumblebee, get him out of there," Ironhead commanded as while firing the blast on Megatron. But he decided to flee together with the Starscream and the skin turned off. "Go," Uraraka said as he looked sadly at the what here. When does Deku be winning here? Always dies in the multiverse. It's unfair. And also why he deserved to lose. Always multiverse want to give us a lesson here about our feeling," Momo cried sadly too. "Listen now, you realize it's hard for you to see why Izuku is here died. In this multiverse that you watch, wonder now the last one gave you something that you shouldn't do to your beloved Izuku Midoriya, and avoid this kind of situation. If you really love him, care for him, and respect him." As he glared at Bakugo, who was still laughing, "show him the love and help him and friendship he needs for him. He is a great hero in the future, and also the boost up his ego just like that bastard here. They also do not boost his ego like this bastard here." He pointed at Bakugo, still laughing like a broken dolphin. "So he can realize that everyone is cheering for him, so he can handle things like, for example, fighting alone, because in the future, in his own world, his situation heavy watcher now might really happen to him in the future, to inspire him to make Izuku an invincible hero in the future," he simply said. After hearing this, they wiped their tears and smiled because they wanted to see Izuku now in a person, to show him everyone that needs him, like Gaara said. "I also have a good news for you," Gaara said, getting everyone's attention. "In this multiverse you watch right now, it's not over yet," he said, as everyone expects the excessive palm effort with joy, happiness. "Can we see it after that one?" Minasa said, "Sadly, no. You have to wait later." This made everyone put their heads still happy as the multiverse not over yet. "Well, take some lunch and come back soon after that." So this is the end, I guess.